Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. Over 75,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, iPhone, or MP3 player.
Hey, this is Sarah Del Rey, and you're listening to the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Wrestling Mayhem Show
.com.
It's the best day of the week. Today is the day that you have chosen to listen to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. This is DJLunchbox, putting it the fuck down for you. Let's fucking do this. Monday night, you know it must be raw. Leaders being a whore and not wearing a bra. Seen his damn belt still spinning around his waist. I can ship at a rhymes on what comes out of his face. Tuesday night and it's EC Dub. Michael Q Knoxville join the club. If he's sick of the shit, scream out boo boo. This ain't EC Dub and we can tell that too. Wednesday night, ROH on DVD, the best wrestling on the planet to the nth degree. Joe Damon's delirious, Daniel City, Kid McCarthy, Homicide, the Rottweilers, and Kenta Kobashi. Thursday night, TNA on Spike. Bruce is spoken, so that means I'm puking blood tonight. Shut up and show me the damn X division and get SoCal balance in my line of vision. Friday night SmackDown, this is all life. Kicking back, watching wrestling every night. Kennedy, Boogeyman, Helms, Hardy, Guerrero, London, Kendrick, and stealing the show. RWF Scion in the weekly features. You're a student, we are the teachers. Shout outs to Jimbo's crew and to the D's, putting it down for Vim with the greatest of ease.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestling Mayhem Show 233. Welcome to the new and improved and rearranged Mayhem Studios here. How you like it, guys? We got the little setup. There are some. This is some repurposed high technology right here for you video watchers out there. So you can also always see what's going on with these guys over there. Yeah, kind of to a point, right there. I can just point to people. It's great.
Yeah, see?
It's great.
That works.
We got a full house tonight on packing the internet tubes with action. We got I'm doing things the old school way. We got up there WrestleFan. How you doing?
I am doing awesome tonight.
WrestleFan who does not have a do-rag. That is a fact. The man does not have.
I'm out of the click.
You are out of the click. And of course, joining us again is Hot Wheels leading the way up there. With the shades.
Yes, I am.
How are you doing this week? Welcome back.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be back.
Excellent. And of course, the Muppet is back. LB, how you doing? Actually, oddly, I don't think anybody can see the features on your face.
Yeah, he's a very bright.
It's so bright.
Muppet.
Well, LB clearly has gone to vegan college.
He freaks me out every week with this crap. What? What?
I think he's a wizard.
He's a wizard. He's a wizard.
You're a wizard, LB.
Well, there he goes. And I'm moving on. And Mad Mike is there as well. He is working on his grooming tips.
Yes,
he's dashing.
Clearly. I mean,
oh my god!
The hair gel for the ladies, it's all good.
I caught the first little bit of SmackDown and saw the grooming tips with dashing Cody Rhodes. Holy crap, that's hilarious!
And Sorg, I'm dashing Mad Mike.
Yeah. You can't have
true.
You can't have two descriptive pre-names. That's too much.
Why not? Is there something in the Mayhem bylaws that says I can't?
Yes. Hence, Chad the Shad, DJLunchbox. Is one
but
thing.
No one else has
thing.
adjectives.
It's one thing.
Me.
That is you. Yes. WrestleFan. That's an adjective.
That's not an adjective. That's a noun. Do we need to get Mayhem Missy in here and take you to school?
Anyways, moving on. Welcome, guys, to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. If you stumbled upon us, go check us out at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Ooh, I have a button for that here now. I fixed stuff. Yeah, so things are a little more high access. So go check us out there. Twitter at Mayhem Show. You can drop us an email at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Let us know how you like the show, how you hate the show. Let us know what you think about the wrestling that's happened in this past week. And we will most likely read it on the show. And of course, you can talk to us with your voice parts over at 412-206-WMS0. Put in your phone. Call us when you're drunk. We love it.
Straight to drunk dial, and it saves you a lot of grief from your lady friends.
That's right. What? Wait, how's that?
Trust me, if you're not calling them at 3 o'clock in the morning to tell them that you're eating bacon, you're calling the Mayhem Show.
There you go. Dating tips from Mad Mike. And of course, go check out. Oh, we got new stuff in. We got new stuff in today. Of course, you guys know we're doing this kind of podcasting network. We got our first bit of swag for it. Hold on, where's the thing at? There you go. There you go. This will be sported at the pod camp and other such events. Some Sorgatron media action that's available over on the Mayhemware store, which I need to change the name of since it has other stuff on there now too. Less offensive stuff, if you were worried about that before. And also,
Sorg, we're never offensive on the Mayhem Show.
Oh no! And also, what do we got here? Whoa! There it is. There's an iPhone app. You can check that out. Look for it up on the iTunes store.
Sorg almost got smacked in the face with an iPhone.
Yeah. These graphics are getting pretty heavy since I started messing around with them.
Steve Jobs is gonna beat the shit out of you with his piece.
See there? It's just like the picture, and you can check it out, and you can get all the extras. You can get quick links to the hotline, to the email, to the Twitters, to the links from the show of what we talk about, and there's a little bit of bonus content over there every year. Every week with a little exclusive footage. Every year, yeah. With a little bit of exclusive footage as soon as it loads, because my Wi-Fi is apparently bunk right now. Right there. Oh, that's just you guys. That's you guys singing or something. But I do believe... Oh, there we go. There's our guest. Some exclusive footage from our interview with Michael the Bomber Facade and Jimmy DeMarco last week. A special message for you guys that you can only see right there on Mayhem Gold. Or if you join us live at... I need to figure out how to get rid of this thing now. There we go. Hold on. Go away, iPhone!
Even if you don't have an iPhone, it helps us if you buy the Mayhem app, because
it does.
I don't have an iPhone.
No, he doesn't.
I know I'm probably going to get something like that eventually, but I bought it anyway because I support the show.
There you go.
Yes,
and
I agree.
And it works on the iPad, and it just might work on this Apple TV that's supposed to be coming out soon. You can hear more about that on the Awesome Cast. We got into it a good bit. Wow, the giant iPhone load time's really slow. Demonstrates the demonstrative purposes only, I swear. And I want to thank everybody for joining us in the chat room. You can join us 8 p.m. Eastern here, sorgatronmedia.com, WrestlingMayhemShow.com. We got the chat room and the stream right there for you guys for ease of use. Hot Wheels, all of these guys, all those guys over here are in the chat room, as well as Juggalo John and Riz and a few other guests.
And someone called the cops.
Oh no.
Shit, they're coming to get me.
The Bronze 5-0. Hey, you know what? I knew I smelled bacon.
It's because of the...
And as always, we're always looking for guest hosts. That's how Hot Wheels got here. Riz has been on here before. If you're interested, you have a Skype, good connection, good pair of headphones, and a voice you'd like us to hear, please hit us up, goodtimes@WrestlingMayhemShow.com. And preferably if you're on Windows and have the Skype beta, although we can put you over down here, but it'll be black and white, kind of like that.
And Skype beta is free.
It is free?
Skype beta is free, too.
It is free.
For it.
So if you're feeling adventurous, go check that out and let us know.
But if you're not, you can look like you're from the 1920s and there's music playing.
Seriously, who's got... LB, that's you.
What is that?
That's you.
Is it me?
That is you.
It is you.
Oh, the
Stop
fucking...
doing things.
You need to stop whatever it is you're doing.
Your box is blinking.
Hold on. Hold on.
What the
there.
Is that pod safe? And
your box is blinking.
It's the fucking pop-up ads that are on Ustream.
See, that's why I just mute my computer, sir.
Shut up. Shut it.
Excellent. Does anybody want to get into the fan mail here, guys? Who wants to take the first one? All right.
I read the wolf.
Of course.
God, I think I'm laggy. As
what was
fucking
that?
Page loads.
He likes to use those graphics.
There it is. Jesus, man.
You all right there?
My internet. No, it's my internet's having. There we go. Tonight.
Tonight.
You.
Tonight.
I think we lost him.
I think he's muted.
I think he is muted. You muted yourself, dude. What is going on?
He doesn't know what's happening.
I have the wolf email up if you want me to read it.
You're not black enough to read it.
Yeah.
This one isn't a black email, though. This one isn't a black email, though.
Oh, somebody's got...
Someone's echoey.
Not me.
Test 1, 2.
Test 1, 2.
Testes 1, 2.
Test.
Now, Hot Wheels, why'd you have to go there?
I don't know.
All right, since we're having problems with that until we bring him back, there was something else. We got an email here from Eric Williams that it's from peopleatwalmart.com. Check that out.
Whoa.
Whoa.
For those on the audio, it's a couple of wrestlers decked out in their wrestling gear in the female section, checking out some wares right there. So, and it says, I guess before wrestling outside of Walmart, they got to go inside and pick up something to wear. They're matching the young girls section. Oh, jeez. So
that came out wrong.
Thanks, Eric, for passing that along there. There was my email for all to see. Does anybody want to take on the Riz rant while LB is recovering up there?
I'll grab the Riz rant.
Oh, I totally forgot about the Riz rant.
There is a Riz rant. It was from, I suspect it's about TNA since it came in early.
It's about TNA.
WMS. Fuck TNA, fuck TNA writers, fuck TNA owners. Finally, and most importantly, fuck TNA fans.
Oh, we got LB back.
Whoa, we got LB.
All
Who
right.
the fuck is Will?
I didn't say Will.
Fuck.
Hey, it sounded like
There he
someone
is.
You see, for the past 2 weeks of watching TNA, I was bombarded with tweets, which was the reason why my password has to be resetted. I don't think that's a word. About why I watch TNA. Mainly by this one Twitter bitch that really needs to be enlightened. I think
he's talking about you, WrestleFan.
No, he's not talking about me. He enraged me so much that 2 things happened. 1, made me write this ranty email. And 2, probably one of the only few times I had used the caps lock to yell at a person. Really? Caps lock is fun.
Caps lock is cruise control for awesome.
I watch wrestling. I don't watch just WWE or just TNA. I'm a wrestling fan. I have no boundaries. I have no limits when it comes to watching wrestling. In the early/late 90s, I watched both WCW and WWF/WWE. I liked them both. If there was one part I didn't like, I tuned to Raw or Nitro and get hooked there. Hell, I admit it. I was the one person who watched Wrestling Society X. Right now, I watch WWE.
Not the only one, sir.
Yeah, I think there was more than one. There's probably like 7.
There were at least 13 people who watched it.
I watched. Me and V-Rock watched.
Piranha Deathmatch. Right now I watch WWE.
In 3D!
In 3D! Right now I watch WWE, I watch TNA, I watch ROH on YouTube, I watch Lucha Libre USA, I watch Wrestle Fucking Licious. And TNA fanboys, if you look at my tweets other than on Thursday nights when I'm bashing TNA, I believe there are times when I'm making fun of Raw or any other company that does some crazy fucking shit. So saying I'm a, quote, WWE mark, because I dislike TNA's direction is something that, to be honest, makes you seem more like a TNA fanboy than I do a WWE fanboy. I'm a fucking wrestling fan, and I find it offensive when I get called out saying I am a WWE fanboy, or this one is really good, a TNA fanboy. Really shows how low TNA fanboys are, and it's sickening, kind of like the stuff that the wrestlers and ownership are saying. Rant over, Riz.
Well, there you go. Well, first I have to address.
We all just get along.
WrestleFan, are you having a sinus problem? You're quite nasally this evening, I've noticed. I just want to.
That's just the way my voice is, sorry.
It just seems higher pitched than normal, so I wasn't entirely sure.
I'm trying to express the anger from this email.
Is it because you're wearing a Missouri shirt?
Maybe.
I thought you were doing your best Urkel impression, but okay. All right.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, WrestleFan is totally our Urkel, isn't he?
TGIF.
Go home, Steve.
LB, I think you're back enough to be black enough to read this email. And I realized when I said that earlier now that Hot Wheels is in here. Hey, how's it going?
Well, no, Sorg, you're still right.
But he didn't have access to the email, so I was still right-ish. So
It's still true. I still am the blackest person on the show.
okay.
Tonight, I have decided to not send another what the fuck because I want to talk about the new SmackDown game. In a nutshell, this game looks incredible. WWE Universe, the new the new physics system, and and the revamped Road to WrestleMania. Research these features and give me a plausible reason why you won't get it. Sorg, I'm tired of you playing that shitty 2008 game. What's next? You gonna bust out that old ass Sega Saturn 3DO or Neo Geo?
Hey, don't shit on 3DO.
Or get cuffin'. Your choice.
You know,
Been warned. Bye.
you know,
3DO was induced by the...
it's actually kind of funny because look what I got here. Sega Saturn.
Woo!
So, fan, you don't even know what
There.
3D
It's been busted out, Wolf. What you gonna do about it?
Delirious supports 3DO.
Let's get some Fantasy Star Online up in this bitch, huh? How about some Daytona USA? What you
What
want?
you gonna do, Wolf?
Was there
when
even-
Sorgatron busts out the Sega Saturn?
Was there even a wrestling game on this system? I
Sega
mean,
Saturn?
maybe like
Or
I don't know. Was there? I don't remember.
ESO with-
WWE Raw?
Was Raw on this?
Was Raw on there?
Look, it's
Like-
got the door pops up and everything. Look at that.
Let's see.
Oh, was it?
Pops up-
Wait, was it Steel Cage Madness?
No. The steel cage game was for Sega CD. I have that down here actually.
Old
I'll move it over.
WrestleMania, the
I will
arcade
make-
game.
I will make magic on the
Some
on the
Power
intertubes.
Rangers. Anybody?
WWF in your
damn it.
house.
I'm gonna set this-
WWF in your house
Was it in
on
your
Sega
house?
Saturns.
When
No
did that
wonder I
come
didn't
out?
remember. What's that? When you were like
WWF
5.
In your house. Yeah.
Um,
WWF in your house.
Now, have you seen? I put this in the rundown for tonight. Let's touch on it here since he did get on the video game. Somebody's.
Echoing.
No,
Yes.
Echoing.
no. I don't think it's
Hello?
it's Will. I don't think
It's Will.
How the fuck am I echoing?
That's weird.
Actually, it might have been on my end. I just turned everything else down. So, anyways, I think it was.
Sorry, I dropped a link in the chat room for the intro to WWF in your house for the Sega Saturn.
Oh,
No, I think
awesome.
WrestleMania, the arcade game, came first.
That could be. That could be.
WrestleFan.
Then it was in your house.
WrestleFan.
Wikipedia does not lie!
Yes, it does.
Well,
He's right,
Yes,
because
it does.
WrestleMania, the arcade
The game was
my regular
followed up
Sega-
by WWF in your house for the PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and DOS.
Oh,
Well, I
look
didn't
at
say
him
it was
go.
the only one, fucker.
I'm trying to find the first one.
There you go. There's some Sega Saturn action for you. Let's see what this is about. Action replay. Oh
Sorg,
man.
Dreamcast?
What's that?
You have a Dreamcast?
I have a Dreamcast as well.
Dreamcast
Yes.
was a way to go.
I do have a
Sega-
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast
Royal
is the way to
Rumble.
go.
I still got my
Royal
Sega
Rumble for
Genesis.
Dreamcast.
Are we actually going to get? Oh, there it is in your house. There it is. So, we'll let that go a little bit. Acclaim.
Royal Rumble for the
Wrestling games are-
Dreamcast was the shit.
I had never played that. I think my brother picked that up though.
Sega.
Sorg, next time you come up to New York,
Saturn.
I'll take you to New Rochelle. They have the Royal Rumble game at an arcade.
At an arcade. Wow.
Yeah,
I do
it's
have-
spectacular.
I am a fan of the MAME emulator and the old WrestleFest and Superstars games. So, oh, there you go. There's a little bit. There's. Oh, this is the one that was all Mortal Kombat up.
Uh-huh.
Wow, look at that. Oh, there's some video there. Full motion video. Way to go, Sega
Owen
Saturn.
Hart.
Some big Van Vader. These were the days, man. Man, that was some good stuff.
Man, it feels like I just watched this yesterday.
Oh, there's an
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior in there. Wow. But anyways, no. But have
Yes,
you guys
Izzy.
seen? Have you guys seen this
Played
article?
Crash Star.
Oh, sorry about that, LB. Okay.
I was just saying, Riz, yes, you are the only one who played Crash Hour.
No, I fucking love WWE Crush Hour. Are you kidding
Rush
me?
Hour is somewhere around here.
Kane has the twisty rockets.
I've never played that, to be honest. I need,
Sorg.
I need to
Sorg.
find a copy. No, I'm finding a copy. We're
All right.
gonna Amazon this bitch right
So I
now.
was gonna say,
But anyways,
if you don't find a copy, we're gonna have a mayhem marathon of WWE Crush Hour.
there you go. Anyways, have you guys seen this article about what they're doing with SmackDown versus Raw 2011?
I did. I checked
where-
it out.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Now,
Did anyone see the video on WWE.com?
no, I haven't seen that, but let's get to that in a moment. But apparently what they're doing with this game, the EA's done a lot of this in the recent past and everything. But they basically don't buy it used if you want to play online. There'll be a one-time code for you to use. Of course, it's going to be tied to your account and your Xbox and everything, for you to play online. And basically screwing out all the people that want to buy pre-owned. Now, this isn't the first game to do this. A lot of other sports games, of course, you need the code if you want to do, like Guitar Hero to import songs and stuff like that. So, what do you guys think of this? This is a practice coming up, and is this going to, well, I guess it's going to affect how you buy it, right?
Yeah. Normally I'll I don't know about the whole, if I'm going to buy it or not. I'll probably find some means in which to gain it. But, from the way it
Wait,
seems,
what does that mean?
You don't want to know.
Don't ask questions. But
what the hell? What kind of weird black market do you have down there in Texas?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Whoa!
But from the way from what I've read, they're pretty much doing everything that we've wanted them to do. One of the things that I found really good about Road to WrestleMania mode, they added the fact that now you can roam around the arena and interact with different like sort of mini game style stuff. Much like
that's awesome. There was
SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Yeah, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, where you can just roam around the arena.
Yeah.
Although there's no motorcycle where you can drag people around by the head.
So
I missed that.
There's some WWE Crush Hour, WWF Crush Hour for those that might not be familiar with it. Yes, it's pretty much
up there.
What's that?
WWF Crush Hour was one of the greatest games.
But anyways, what's this video that you're mentioning there, Mad Mike?
If you go to WWE.com, it should still be one of the first links you see up there. They have a whole video of gameplay footage, and they show a whole shit ton of really cool stuff.
Okay.
They show
back.
Sheamus giving a Celtic cross through a table. They show Randy Orton giving an RKO off a fucking ladder. They show a lot of Evan Bourne doing whatchamacallit, the airborne off the ladder. And I'm going to put the link in the chat room right now, so...
Yeah, that was very interesting stuff. They did Hell in the Cell. Now you can actually use weapons in Hell in the Cell.
Nice.
Yes.
Which I actually always missed from the
and
games.
They also have the stairs in Hell in a Cell. Yeah. And to break through the Hell in the Cell, like to get outside, you actually have to throw someone through one of the walls.
Oh, damn.
And I think
there's no door.
And there's like different ways to do it, I think. Like depending on what wrestler you are.
And the link is up in the chat room for everyone who wants to check it out.
I have it loading right now for you guys. So you telling me that this is the one to get? Is this after 3 years I should finally pick up a new SmackDown versus Raw game?
I think so. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a real treat to get.
I want to see what the roster looks like.
Yeah,
they said they're going to have like 70+ guys, so.
And that's right. This is the one where you can kind of position where you land people. Like you saw him with the suplex, kind of land him on the ladder. Like that was cool. Jump up the ladder onto the next one. So interesting.
And you can do finishers off the ladder now. They have a little bit more fluid gameplay for things like that.
Right.
But I want to see the roster, because one of the things I've always maintained for the SmackDown games, like they come out in November. If you can't recreate the matches from the pay-per-view after the last game was released to the pay-per-view before this game is released, if you can't recreate that with all the same stars in it, barring like deaths or anything like that, then you need to fix the roster.
Actually, from looking at their trailer, Shawn Michaels will be in the game.
Excellent.
It seems.
Excellent.
I don't know about like Batista or some of the other
Batista
people
will be in it.
I thought I saw Batista in this trailer, actually.
I think Batista's in it. I'm more concerned about guys like Nexus.
Yeah. I think it might be.
They have the NXT.
I think it might be too soon to add like 6-7 guys like that. Like I don't see Bryan Dance, but maybe there's a chance for this to be kind of maybe that can be added content later, because have they been doing that in recent years where you can buy like maybe packs to upgrade the roster?
I think they do have added content this year. I think
but we said that last year too, and they didn't add anyone.
They didn't really do anything with it.
No, they had like it was like they had one extra pack. But I'm just hoping that we like, you don't need to recreate a 7-on-7 match, but to be able to have like Nexus in there,
or at least have NXT in some form.
Well, I would like NXT to be the Create a Wrestler Road to WrestleMania thing.
That'd be really awesome.
And have them go through NXT.
And honestly, but honestly, development time. I can understand that not making it in this year.
Yeah, because it comes out in October. So.
Yeah, it comes out in October. NXT just started before WrestleMania. I know that seems like a long time, but they have to have the game pretty much finished by now in order to put it out in October. They're just fixing bugs. They're not trying to add new content. Unless they got a really big lead time in this NXT concept, which, judging how soon we heard about it, through the dirt sheets, I don't know that there was really much lead time into that concept going on. So I don't know. Oh, there's the there's a limo crash.
Yeah, there's that weird limo crash.
So, anyways, well, that's enough with the video game stuff there. So real quick, I do want to get into some indie news. WrestleFan, I'm going to try to get somebody else in here to talk about IWC with me, since I was a little too close to the action to really give a good, outside opinion. I got blood on my camera, if you saw on Twitter. WrestleFan, there's some ROH news. Have you been keeping up with it there?
There's been a good amount of ROH news. One of the main, obviously, what we talked about a couple weeks ago about Tyler Black going to WWE. Very interesting. They had their ROH tapings this past weekend, and not to reveal anything since it would be considered spoiler. But basically, the route they're going with is Tyler Black is playing a lot like when CM Punk signed with WWE and so pretty much they're turning him heel. He claims that he's going to bring the ROH World Title to Vince McMahon.
Oh,
so that's kind of interesting. The way it's looking like Tyler will drop the title soon. Not sure when. Also,
I think his last match is against Roderick Strong, right?
Yeah, his last title match is going to be against Roderick Strong at the next pay-per-view. So, you never know. I think he's also got a match coming up with Davey Richards that's going to be kind of interesting from the way things played out in the TV tapings. Also, ROH news. Former ROH World Tag Team Champions, the Briscoes, re-signed new contracts. So, they'll be sticking around with ROH for a good while. Very good. Briscoes are, top talent in Ring of Honor, so.
Well, they're probably the biggest names in there now that a whole bunch of guys have gone.
Yeah, definitely. They've done a lot for the company ever since they've started back in 2002, I believe. And then, interesting news a couple days ago was Ring of Honor releasing Skull Crusher Rashi Brown.
No, now Rashid, I believe, claimed that he quit the company.
Or that he quit the company.
He was very adamant that he quit the company from what I've read out there.
Yeah, according to news and stuff like that, apparently he missed the recent Ring of Honor tapings. And apparently he talked to Ring of Honor management, telling them that he would make up for the missed dates for the next upcoming events. Apparently there was some situation going on there, and apparently he is no longer with the company.
So I wonder what kind of creative differences they've had. According to his Twitter, he says, "Just quit ROH. Good luck with your future endeavors. Remember, always remain in control. Keep it real 24/7. I tend to keep it real about 23/6. I gotta have a day and an hour off. But interesting, because when I was there, I saw there was a lot of energy behind this guy. You know, I mean, he
was getting a pretty big push.
You know, there was comments like that's their Goldberg. You know, I mean, this, you know, he was just on a giant 8-man tag in the main event this week in Ring of Honor, and I think I think for the most part he was featured in it as far as that goes. So go ahead.
Definitely very interesting there. I know Rashi Brown, even though he's gone from ROH, I believe he also is one half of the NWA Tag Team Champions with I forgot his tag team partner. They were part of the Skull Crushers, I believe is their name. But
okay.
So he'll definitely have other bookings in other companies.
Yeah.
But definitely I think this is a pretty big loss for ROH because I think they really could have done something with Rashi Brown.
Definitely, interesting changes going on there. Did you mention? I'm sorry, I was working on some other stuff. Did you mention the new signings?
The new signings. I believe. I know it was from they had matches at the TV tapings. I think it was Adam Cole,
Mike Bennett. Sorry,
Mike Bennett. Yeah, both of them. I guess signed contracts with Ring of Honor. Very young talent, so that's very, very good for ROH. Hopefully they'll be taking some of their more established stars, bringing them up, since now they're losing Tyler Black and other wrestlers.
It opens up a lot of new stuff, and of course, did you mention the Briscoes re-signed? There was a lot of talk about them leaving for WWE and in the recent months, actually for a while now, I think. So good to see they're sticking around there. Especially with the tag wars coming up and everything. But yeah, like we mentioned before, a lot of people leaving, even more people leaving this week, as far as Ring of Honor, but they have such an excellent pool of talent, especially there in Philadelphia. Just from, I mean, there's 3 schools right there at least with the CZW. Of course, it's Adam Cole's from that. Right. The is it Chikara's Wrestle Factory, CZW Academy, and ROH's school, even where there's a lot of people like Matt Seidel, and then you know, a lot of guys we know that have been on the show have been doing dark matches and you know, pretty much jobber matches on the ROH. But hey, that's your talent pool right there. You know, we could see Bobby Shields popping up there anytime, or Shima Zion for all we know, or Michael Palmer Facade. I don't know if he's been hitting up those shows. I know he's been out there for CZW we talked about last week. So
yeah, he has been doing CZW shows. Also, speaking of CZW, for the show that Facade is scheduled to be on, you can also see friend of the show Johnny Gargano making his CZW debut. So that should be pretty interesting.
Good to see Gargano getting around there. It seems like every time I turn around, he's in a new fed that I haven't seen him in before. So, whoa, hey, that's the Riz. Whoa. He's here. He's still recovering from Cage Fury this past weekend. There he is. Well, I wanted to get somebody else to talk about this, of course. You know, I don't like to... You know, I was a little too close to the action, I think, to give an objective opinion as a fan, even though I love the show from my angle, I'll tell you that.
Sorg, apparently you were in the splash zone.
I was in the splash zone, so to speak, in that cage match. They weren't kidding about the blood. So Riz, what are your thoughts on IWC Cage Fury this past weekend?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, it started off kind of slow, but after, I think the tag match, the arrow form and flipping ain't easy. After that, it grew from there. It was really great.
Really good build as far as the show goes. Especially for a show that tops off with 3 cage matches. Really interesting. Wrong thing. So, what were some highlights for you?
Let's see. Like I said, the arrow form and the tag team title match was probably the match of the night for me. It was a lot of high top rope stuff, and it's pretty high voltage, or whatever the right term is. High octane. That's the word. Go. Yes.
Of course.
That's why I work for Vince.
that was definitely one I was looking forward to there. Between them, especially with Facade, I know was involved with Aeroform and where they Ninja Elite Squad over there in PWO. So kind of cool to see them on the opposite sides there. And Gory, Gory and Facade have become a pretty good tandem tag team there.
Oh yeah, they've been really good, I think.
So
let's see, like those two events I've seen them so far, they've been really good. They just look like they mesh together really well, and I can't wait to see some more of them in the future.
Excellent. Of course, there was a couple of nasty confrontations with the guardrail.
Yeah,
I think you were up close and personal with one of them.
Yeah, Louis Lind. Was it Linden?
Louis Linden.
Louis, yeah. Linden nearly took his leg off
just got
as it got caught on the guardrail.
Hung up on the guardrail. He's going to be sore in the morning. And then, was it Della Samurai?
Samurai del Sol.
Samurai del Sol got caught
WrestleFan is like the indie Mike Tenay on this show. Have you noticed that?
No.
Really, Mike Tenay?
No, Sorg, let's be fair. He's the indie Mike Tenay from WCW.
From WCW.
Oh, from 1998. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So tell me.
Good Mike Tenay.
He has to get a deeper voice first to be Mike Tenay.
No,
Mike Tenay's too scrawny.
Well, you have to remember, WrestleFan's about 10. The deeper voice will come once he gets his big boy
Today's
here.
balls haven't dropped either, so.
Okay, this is taking a weird turn.
WrestleFan, if you want your balls to drop, look at the links I just posted in the chat room.
I did see those links.
Ooh, what are these? We'll look.
Like behave yourself.
Hello. Wow.
That's called corrupting a mind.
And distracted.
TNA's really trying to get me not to rip on them.
Yeah.
New Velvet and new Daphne pictures.
Anyways, real quick, the cage matches. The cage matches, sir. What were your impressions of them? You've been to other cage shows. At IWC, right?
I've been to War Games. The one. Let's see, which one was that?
No Excuses.
The last War Games we had.
Yeah. Back when they had the 2 rings.
Yeah, 2 rings. No Excuses too. That's it. Yeah. But the 3 cage matches were pretty good. I kind of was a little iffy about the Idol and Schwab match, but after that, it was pretty good.
Schwab.
Yeah,
Schwab lost a chunk of hair on the ring door this time, did they?
No, and the ring door stayed on this time, which is also a plus.
That's good.
Because I was a little worried about that. Because didn't they lose it like the second of 3 matches last time?
I think so.
Yeah, Norm was the one who knocked it off.
Yeah.
With his head.
Hard way.
Yeah.
I was worried about the whole cage falling apart.
I know it wasn't hard way, but...
Yeah, I was a little worried being so close to the cage this time at ringside there. I don't know how you felt there, because I think I was 3 rows back last time they had a cage. So I felt a little safer. But every time they hit the cage and the hands had to come up and push it back on the ring. Yeah, but that's indie wrestling for you.
To be fair, Sorg, that's cage matches.
That's cage matches.
Yeah, trust me, I've seen some older cage matches.
Okay.
They're all basically the same.
Because they used to just sit on the ring, right? Like back when WWE used to have them.
Oh yeah, WWE was a little bit different when they brought the blue cage in.
Oh yeah, so
I saw a lot of WCW NWA cage matches, and the cages did not look that sturdy.
Like maybe Dusty Rhodes shouldn't be climbing this one.
Dusty Rhodes definitely should not have been climbing those cages.
Dusty Rhodes shouldn't be climbing anything.
So of course, there was a War Games here, the typical thing, but in one cage, 3-on-3. Whoa! The match beyond began.
Censored?
Well,
who said fuck?
When did War Games become the match beyond? And I mean, was that little Fall Brawl 1989 going on there?
Fall Brawl 1989.
So yeah, look that up. Let me know, because is that an old WCW terminology there? I'm not familiar. So
I don't think there was a Fall Brawl 1989.
Really?
It didn't begin until 1993. Sorg.
Whoops! Oh, there's a War Games. I know there's a War Games in the 80s. They didn't have it all as a Fall Brawl then.
No, it was just called the War Games.
Okay. So, but of course, the big 3-on-3. Chuck Roberts did not compete. We had the return of that bum, Dennis Gregory.
Bum! Oh man, how did I miss the return of the bum?
You missed the return of the bum, sir.
And why did no one tell me this on Twitter?
Bums is
Because I was quite busy.
Were people? Well, I understand you were busy, Sorg. Riz, I point directly at you with my finger. What? Did no one toss change into the cage?
I think that's how he came out.
Or at least an MRE, something.
No, they were too worried about blood getting on them from Jimmy DeMarco. Holy crap!
Oh,
when he says
of course, no one wants Jimmy's blood on them.
When he says he doesn't have hair to soak shit up, he means it.
I mean, help me out, Riz. This was like kind of an Eddie Guerrero,
Judgment Day.
Yeah. Eddie Guerrero Judgment Day kind of job there. It was pouring out of his forehead.
it was like I'd go far as Ric Flair blood.
Mm-hmm.
It was just pouring down his face. It was really. I didn't know he had that much blood in him.
He was, and Sweeney was as bloody as ever, of course. Yeah. Let me see if I can get some pictures up here from it. I know IWC has some pretty decent blood pictures of him.
I know Jimmy has some on his Facebook.
Oh yeah, well he put one up of him, like a picture of him with some blonde bleeding on her, basically. I know she asked to be cropped out of the picture. So,
wow.
and I do love, thanks to Killer Ken for tagging me in all of his pictures from the event. Whether it's just my foot in the shot, I'm tagged in the picture. There's like 40 pictures from Cage Fury where you play Where's Waldo with me at ringside. So,
wow.
Real quick, let's see if we can pull it up before his flash thing comes up. There's to give you an idea. That's blood. That's red right there. Wow. For Jimmy DeMarco. Wow. Yeah, I know he was on Facebook the next day saying that he still had dry blood behind his ears. So, well,
I don't know if I should get my hand checked because I slapped his hand afterwards.
You should totally get your hand checked.
Yes, for everything.
In fact, get a rabies shot just to be sure.
Scabies.
Well, it was a great show. I recommend people get the DVD. Not because I shot it. But it was
I recommend it because Sorg did shoot it.
No, it's a good show. Just like it was better than Super Indie. It was a great show all around. I know I would love being sitting in that audience, but yeah, it was good. I can give my seal of approval on this one for sure. So hey, thanks Riz for coming on and helping me cover the show. We'll get you on full time next week here.
Sweet.
All right, man.
All right.
So, and of course, our guest GM for tonight is on to talk about something else coming locally. Here's some more indie news. Go and fast forward if you're not interested. Now, it's Cage Month apparently in the Pittsburgh area. I believe this is the other of 4 groups that are doing cage matches here between August and September. Of course, Cage Fury we just talked about. I think, help me out, what are the letters? KC?
It was, some company called KCWE had one like 2 weeks ago or something.
EPW's having one the weekend of PodCamp. I won't be at that one. And, of course, the group that you work with, RWA, is having one out in Mount Pleasant, is it?
Yes, it is. Mount Pleasant Sports Arena. We're going to have our first ever cage match between friend of the show, the Steel City Prodigy, Ryan Mitchell,
who I saw Saturday night. It was good to see him out at the court time there. Good guy.
Hot light.
So, and then this is the way I'm confusing things. I'm looking at your website.
It's okay.
All right, tell us what we got in store with the cage match and everything.
Oh, like I said, this is the first ever cage match for RWA and our debut at Hot Shot Sports Arena. And between the steel cage match is a special steel cage match. It's going to be Ryan Mitchell, like I said, versus Scotty Gash. The loser drops down to the bottom of the rung so to speak. So this is an important match, not only for the title, but also for your bragging rights.
Mm-hmm.
So, plus we have a few updates since a lot of people check out the rwalive.com website. I have a few minor changes to the card if you want me to go over that.
Real quick.
Okay. Well, we have the Cruiserweight Championship match with friend of the show, Jason Gorey versus G-Raver.
I've seen 2 matches with these guys so far, and I'm really impressed with G-Raver.
Yeah, I love G-Raver. The guy has a lot of potential. He's very good.
I think I saw him early on in a tag match that, you know, it was, I don't know, it was a 4-way tag match. There wasn't really much room for him to do anything. So I didn't have much expectations going in with Gorey. You know, again, we talked about, you know, Gorey I've been a big fan of lately, with what's going on with him. And I think, you know, I think that's definitely going to be a candidate for match of the night. You know, and I'm saying, I'm saying that with a cage match on the bill, seeing what those 2 guys did in West Newton a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, and I was impressed. It was great. I mean, I love Gorey. I love G-Raver. They work great together. So, but next, of course, you've been there, Sorg. So, and of course, next you have Ashton Amherst, who was at the last show at West Newton. He will be facing one of your favorites, Sorg, Jimmy Nuts of the Pocket Rockets.
The Pocket Rockets, the group that has cornered the market on 14-year-old girls as a fan base.
Wow, that sounds all sorts of wrong. Sorg.
You did. It wasn't as wrong as it felt in person. Okay.
Pocket Rockets.
I just. Sorry, Sorg. I mean, I just had to say this to Mike. It's like, Mike, you have to make a trip down to check out one of the shows. If you got to see these guys. Sorg's right. They are the little 14-year-old girls' dreams. They're built like 14-year-old boys.
They're like these little skinny kids. I think I got a picture up. I don't think this. Hold on. I think our audio's going again. I don't think this picture's updated with the right matches, but. There you go. There's these skinny little dudes there on the bottom. Actually, there's like 4 skinny little dudes at the bottom, so I don't know which one. This guy's on the left. Yeah, so the 14-year-old girls love those 2. And
so are they like indie wrestling Justin Biebers?
Hey, there you go. They could be.
There you go, Mike. That's right. Indie version of Justin Bieber. Yes.
Oh, he brought up the Bieber.
Okay, so I'll
I
get
heard
into
the Bieber fever
few,
leads to the Cyrus virus. Is that true?
But all around, a lot of young talent, you know, that you know aren't, you know, you might not be seeing them on the stage with IWC or anything, but there are a lot of bright spots there in RWA. And there's 3 matches going into it that I know, you know, are going to be, you know, match of the night from the way these guys have been working.
Totally agree. And so, like you said, there's a lot of great talent on RWA, and I just can't wait for this show Saturday.
Excellent.
It'll be great.
Well, I'll be there ringside working my usual spot. You'll be there bumping the music.
Blood on your camera this time.
No blood. I don't know. Ryan Mitchell and Scotty Gash might be living up to his name. Who knows?
I was going to say, you remember that all out brawl they had at West Newton. So
yeah, that was a real big surprise to see them in that big street fight, ladders, tables, everything match down in West Newton. It was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
It might be one of my favorite indie matches, to be completely honest. Especially in the last year in the area. So go check that out. rwlive.com, and they'll be updated, and you can get the information there. And we'll see you guys out there Saturday. I think that's all we have for the indie news. We really got to get along to the national news here. So let's hit the break, and we'll be right back.
And now, a word from Mr. Money in the Bank, The Miz.
You are missing one of the greatest times of all time at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm standing here with a guy, probably Mike, who has a shirt that says, "This is what awesome looks like." I beg to differ. I like to look in the mirror and think that is what awesome looks like. However, you know, some people are different. Maybe we needed your opinion. Obviously, you're not here, so, you know, let Mike know and he'll let me know. Game over. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the one, the only.
It's the men of the Wrestling Mayhem Show at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
What's up, guys? We're back. It's Wrestling Mayhem Show 233, and we'll get into all the wrestling news and stuff going on. But first, we want to take a moment to check out our sponsor, of course, Audible.com. Check out your free audiobook, audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. One free audiobook. Cancel anytime. You have 14 days to check out the service, and you keep that audiobook. You steal that audiobook from them if you don't like the rest of the service. But I think you will. It's a really good deal. But my pick for this week is Freakonomics. Now, if you haven't heard about this, it's an economic. I can't say it. These words are too big for a show this late at night. Is the problem? Economists look at the world. Now, some of the subjects, and you would think, okay, economics, that's not real entertaining, to the wrestling audience. But some of the topics, like I'm about halfway through this book now, and some of the stuff you learn about cheating in sumo wrestling, how teachers cheat. There was a thing about the Ku Klux Klan. And how they pretty much brought down the significance of the Ku Klux Klan by displaying them on a Superman cartoon, and stuff like that. There's drug dealers. What was it? The economics of a drug dealer. It's a really good book for you to check out. It's Freakonomics over there at Audible.com. There's about 3 different flavors for you to check out at different lengths and readers on there. Narrators. So go check that out. audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. You get a free book, and you'll be helping us out here at the Wrestling Mayhem Show if you're digging the show, just for trying it out. So please go check that out and support the Mayhem. So let's get right into the rest of the Mayhem here, guys.
Mayhem.
So let's get into the news. We touched on a little bit with the video games and the ROH and a little bit of the local stuff, but there's plenty going on out there. First of all,
very sad news, Sorg.
We do have sad news.
We have sad news.
What's that, sir?
There are 2 less reasons to watch SmackDown.
2 less? I thought there's only
less.
1.
No, there are 2.
Okay.
Well, I mean, depending on what you're watching. Serena has been fired from WWE.
Oh, I see where we're going with this.
See, it was about breasts.
Talking
about boobies.
I mean, it could also be counted as 3 because hers were exceptionally large.
Well, there's that wonderful pair of earrings right there, Serena the Ball Beauty. Now, why did they let her go, Mad Mike?
Well, the rumor is that she had behavioral issues and was not living up to her straight edge gimmick.
That's really
whatever that entails.
Interesting. So, yeah, that's things. She was just featured, I think, on SmackDown. Of course, I think they did 2 weeks of taping this last go around. I know they had a taped Raw this week after their double shot.
She just had her debut match. Her debut match.
Her debut match, and they let her go. Wow. So
and she got the win.
Okay, she got a parting gift. That's fine. Well, that stinks. That's all I got on that. Serena, I don't know.
Serena, come on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. We won't worry about you not living your straight edge
and
lifestyle.
If
you can drink all you want.
If you want, we can call you Paige Webb.
Oh God, that was her. I forgot about that. Because I remember you mentioned that she was on there, but I didn't realize who she was.
So many
the Paige Webb. Oh man. So, what else is going on here? There's a lot of interesting stuff going on at the TNA tapings. We've noticed. First of all, it looks like a ECW wrestler misses Monday's show. Sandman did not appear Monday as he was scheduled. Apparently he's drunk somewhere. Okay. I don't think they're missing much there. But despite that, Abyss has received a thumbs up for working despite battling a case of food poisoning.
Ooh.
So that could
he should have worked. He should have worked that in and like
vomited,
took a bunch of moves and then threw up in the middle of the ring.
No, I think that should have happened when he ate that raw meat in the ring.
You know, maybe that's when he got food poisoning.
What, like 3 years ago?
No.
No, that was like a few weeks ago, or like right before that pay-per-view.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
It was when he broke Janice in the ring, then had Janice with him later that night.
Oh.
Continuity.
Bad combination of raw meat and watermelon.
Speaking of ingesting fucked up things, it looks like drug testing is taking place in TNA. It looks like a random nature. Although
Rob Terry was conveniently absent.
Yeah, oddly, a bunch of people were missing, including Rob Terry, Hernandez, Lacey Von Erich, Sarita, and the new Knockouts champion Taylor Wilde and Hamada. Now, and it's looking like so far that they were not even scheduled to be there tonight, Tuesday. So there's 2 weeks of tapings where a nice percentage of your roster there is going to be nowhere to be found, especially since...
Well, some of it explained. One, they don't care about the Knockout Tag titles.
Well, there you go.
They only have them on the show so they can defend them once a month. Lacey Von Erich, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Terry and Hernandez.
Well, I think Lacey's still working out her family issues.
Oh, well.
Wait, did something? Are you talking about in general, or did something recent
No,
happen?
because I think she was going through a custody battle with her child or something like that, so she'd be working less days.
Okay. Now she did have. I think they did work an injury in for her.
Yeah.
recently.
Oh, yeah. They had Angelia take her out, or oh no, it was,
Velvet,
Madison and Velvet fighting.
Now, in more positive news here, it looks like Katie Lee Burchell and an indie worker named Christina Von Erie had a tryout match at the TNA tapings. So, and let me see if I can get a picture here real quick of Von Erie.
Von Erie. For the rumor is that Von Erie may be the new manager of Inc.
That would be
which would be appropriate because her mohawk is bigger than Shannon Moore's.
Oh, that's pretty big.
That's what she said.
I'm trying to find it here. Find a good picture.
That's what she
said. Yeah,
said.
she's done work in. She's from the California area, I believe. She's done work in PWG and various other promotions.
And I know I say this every week, but why does TNA keep hiring more people?
No, well, Mike, I thought about that, and it's okay because I don't mind if they hire knockouts because they have maybe 7 or 8 girls, and
yeah, but WrestleFan, they don't even use those 7 or 8 girls.
They need to start doing that.
Well, then why hire more people that you're just not going to put on TV?
Yeah, we've talked about before. TNA has kind of like a cycling policy for talent, where they bring them in, let them go, and bring them back again. Like there's a pretty revolving door policy for a lot of these people that I think we're seeing. But speaking of mohawks, I think I found our girl. No, it's forbidden. Never mind. But.
Not allowed.
I mean, it's a different practice. It's not WWE where we get, our roster and we use it where we don't, but we have our roster on hand. I think TNA is trying to keep it fresh with bringing these new people in and seeing who they want to bring up and everything.
I think TNA just doesn't know what they're doing and is trying to see what works.
That's one explanation, but
they can also cycle through the knockouts. Mainly because they don't pay them that much.
Yeah. Well, and it seems like they're kind of seen as the lesser deal. Here we go. Here's a little bit of a picture. I think I'll appreciate this. I think I'll definitely appreciate this addition. She looks like she could be a great tag team with Daphne, right off the bat.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And they do need tag team women because they have
a tag team division now.
No, they don't need tag team in WrestleFan. They'll just put 2 random women together, and that's a tag team.
Well, they will now.
They are doing that now, though.
Dude, Awesome Kong and Hamada were the tag champions.
I know, but they made sense. They're both from Japan.
No, they didn't.
They're both from Japan.
LB, if you miss Awesome Kong, you should come up to New York City in October.
Is she going to
Awesome
be?
Kong is going to be wrestling Mickey James.
And have you seen Awesome Kong on Lucha Libre USA there, LB?
No, I don't have cable.
Oh, well, no, I've been watching it
have
online.
internet.
No, they have all the episodes up on MTV.com, to be honest.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think you need to check it out. She's on 2 episodes now. I think 3 and
All right.
5 if you want to check that out.
After last week, I decided during the show to watch TNA Impact.
Yeah.
Which I want to talk about that a little bit later. And now I'll be watching this Lucha Libre business.
Okay. Well, actually, I think we've wrapped on this. Do you want to bring up your TNA Impact experience?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Now I'm not the biggest fan of TNA.
No,
You listen to
obviously.
the show, you know that. Not even a little bit.
You would sometimes reach discussions with sounds of regurgitation.
They would make me throw up blood sometimes. Yes,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
true.
okay.
I watched the episode of TNA known as the whole effing show, and it was the pay-per-view quality episode, and it wasn't bad. There wasn't a lot of backstage stuff, if any at all. A lot of wrestling, really great in-ring work. I was very impressed. There's a short list of things that I noticed, and one of them is Kurt Angle looks like an old broken man. Like he's still wrestling like he was in his first WWE days. So I'll give him a lot of credit for that. He put on a really good match with AJ Styles, but damn, he looks old and fat.
I think his new gimmick is that he's Randy Couture.
He does look like it. Yes.
Oh,
He looks
speaking
exactly
of
like
Randy Couture,
Randy.
go see the Expendables. Go see the Expendables. Go see them now. Go see it as many times as you can.
And start
afford.
petitioning for Roddy Piper in the Expendables too.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
Fuck yeah. Great movie. Anyway, the other thing I tweeted about this was the Motor City Machine Guns Beer Money match was probably the best match I've seen all year, including Undertaker Michaels at WrestleMania. This year's version of that.
Yeah.
That match was completely fucking ridiculous. I absolutely loved it.
Excellent.
I would say that the show that I watched was good enough for me to give him another shot. So I'll be watching this week and next week, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
And Sorg, since I'm going to be doing that, I want you to know that I'm on your side. No reading spoilers. See if that improves this product.
I noticed that Riz has joined the cause.
We're
Yes.
up to 4 now.
For a spoiler
Fuck
free.
you guys, I'm still reading spoilers.
The spoiler free society is up to 4. Right there.
Can I ask a question about last week's TNA, if anyone can answer me?
Okay, we'll try.
Okay. Now, Sorg, I know you've been a proponent of this TNA ranking system.
Yes.
Because you think the wins and losses make a whole lot of sense.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. Last month, AJ Styles was ranked number 5, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number 5.
Okay.
And between last month's rankings and last week's Impact, AJ Styles has won the television championship, had a great match with Kurt Angle, even though he lost,
Mm-hmm.
and beat Rob Terry again in the rematch.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Logic might say that because he won a championship, he might go up in the rankings. Right?
Right.
Or at least stay the same.
Okay.
Okay. Now, TNA had this thing called the TNA Championship Tournament this week with the top 8 guys in the ranking. And, funny enough, AJ Styles is not in the top 8. Despite winning a championship and defending it.
Well, I
think that can be explained.
I think you can explain
really?
it with
And by the way, funny thing, WrestleFan, funny thing. You know the guy AJ Styles beat twice, Rob Terry, in the tournament.
I think
Explain it, fucker.
I think Rob Terry, I'm not sure about. The reason I think AJ Styles wasn't in the tournament was due to the fact that Dixie Carter was pissed about the whole Fortune attacking the ECW guys, so she wouldn't allow any of the members
Matt Morgan was in it.
Got you there. He got you
Douglas
there.
Williams was in it.
He got you there.
Yep.
I have everyone everywhere. TNA doesn't make any fucking sense. Their rankings don't mean a goddamn thing.
What are the rankings? I didn't see the whole...
They didn't even show them.
They showed that they have the...
No, they didn't.
They told us who the top 8 was.
No, and they didn't even say who the top 8 were, except at the end of the show when they had all 4 matches. They didn't say what order these people were in. They didn't. Trust me, WrestleFan. I watched the show twice to make sure. They didn't tell us what order these people were in. I'm assuming that maybe it was like 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, and 4 versus 5.
Yeah.
Let's make Rob Terry at number 8.
And also keep in mind...
Which makes Jeff Hardy number 1, which is kind of...
Also keep in mind, we're probably not going to have rankings for another 2 months. Oh, hello, Lacey and Eric.
TNA rankings don't make any sense!
Well, you know what? It was a novel concept. I liked it while it lasted.
I'll probably bring it back.
No, but see, Sorg, I like the concept. You're misunderstanding me. I like the concept. I just wish they would explain it. I wish they would explain it.
Well, you know what? You know what? You know what can
there.
explain that away? Because they do say that it's a combination of TNA management discussions and fan reaction.
Yeah, isn't
so,
there...
No, they changed that.
Did they?
There's no voting anymore.
No, there's no voting,
vote.
but it's not exclusively due to voting. Now, they can explain away AJ Styles getting knocked out of the top 8 due to fan reaction to him, maybe.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm
really?
thinking.
Because that entire Impact Zone was screaming for AJ, even though he's a heel.
I didn't mean that the Impact Zone can agree. There's a whole internet out there.
Just agree it doesn't make any sense.
Hey, did you know that Dixie
There
Carter...
are parts of TNA that do not make sense. I agree.
There are parts of WWE that don't make sense.
The ranking system, I also didn't like the fact that Fortune's attacking everyone, not just the ECW guys.
That doesn't make any sense either.
But other than that...
you know what also doesn't make sense? Why is Daniel Bryan teaming up with John Cena after he told him that he's better than him and spit in his face a few months ago?
Because he felt remorse.
How did he feel remorse?
No, I never
whatever.
said that made any sense
Whatever.
Either. I never said that made any sense either.
Whatever. I don't want to get into a TNA rat hole like this again. I think you've made your point.
That's because you know you're wrong.
I know. No, it's indefensible. It's professional wrestling. If you're talking about logic in professional wrestling,
right. That's true. No, you can't argue.
You can't argue this.
Professional wrestling and making sense in any way.
Professional wrestling is booking to convenience. Okay, it's what do they call that when somebody's writing a book and there's like just a plot device that it's a plot device.
Machina.
What's that?
Deus ex machina.
Exactly. It's writing something in such a way so you achieve the end goal that you want to, be it Kurt Angle versus Jeff Hardy at this next pay-per-view. You know, I mean, how many times?
I think they probably also did it due to the fact that the rumor is RVD is taking time off. So I would think they probably wouldn't have even done the whole stripping him of the title thing if they didn't know this.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Why not have him actually drop the title? Like, drop it to Abyss, and then have a really good Abyss
because this way they make Abyss a bigger heel by doing what he supposedly did to him.
But he's not in the title tournament.
Well,
because there's another plan for
him. They're gonna do, from the way Bound for Glory looks, it looks like it's gonna be Angle and Anderson for Bound for Glory. From the way it seems to me.
That's what I was thinking too.
And then I'm guessing, since Jeff Hardy's in the pay-per-view for No Surrender, I'm guessing Abyss and Hardy are going to face off at Bound for Glory. In some kind of hardcore or something.
Probably another Monsters Ball type match.
A Monsters Ball match they did 4 years ago.
What's the thing?
It was a good match 4 years ago.
Your argument is inherently flawed because you're arguing that TNA doesn't make any sense. That's like eating oranges your entire life, and when you turn 20, bitch that they don't taste like apples.
Good point.
Oh man, points to LB on that one. Just on principle.
TNA never made sense.
But they should stop saying it makes sense. They should have just
Yeah, but
said
they've been saying that all along.
Dixie
It didn't
Carter
make sense
pick
even a
8
little bit.
guys for the tournament.
Dude,
What's wrong with saying you just pick 8 guys for a tournament?
Well, think about it, Mike. Do you remember Dixie saying, I don't want to be an on-air personality. Look where she's at now.
And now she's TNA Stephanie McMahon.
No, she's not that good. She's
Well,
TNA's Linda McMahon.
TNA's
Water.
Stephanie McMahon.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if Stephanie's going to look that good when she's Dixie's age.
Good point.
And Paul London agrees with me.
Oh,
I don't
Paul
want to be
London.
fed. I don't want to be fed. Ah.
Dude, I got halfway through that video he sent me before the show, WrestleFan.
Oh
What the
my
hell?
God.
Is that from that DVD set we were talking about?
It is from that Paul London DVD. It
uh,
gets worse going on.
It gets worse.
Did you see the part when he hits himself in the head with his glass
No,
beer
I
bottle
didn't.
and starts bleeding?
No, I didn't actually.
Right in the middle of an interview?
I didn't get that far. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up over here.
It was like
for
he
you.
just- He nails himself with his beer, and then he just turns, and you just see the trickle of blood going down his head. And then he rubs his head off, and then he notices the blood, and then just continues talking.
I saw the part where they started applauding him, and he's like, "Whoa, there's lots of clapping in here. There's different levels of clapping happening in here right now, man." It's like, wow, dude. Wow.
Paul London's crazy.
Paul London's high. There's a difference.
Actually, I think he was drunk.
The video is called
It was probably both.
In Dire Need of Help 1. For one.
Well, because it's a 10-part video.
Oh my god.
Hold on, let's see if this loads up here. We get a little bit of a sample.
Part of it has Jimmy Wang Yang in it.
Then eat what you have to feed me. I'd rather starve.
Now keep it going.
It's pause.
Oh
It's catching
God,
up.
He looks like
I'd
Keanu
rather
Reeves.
starve. I'll sit on the independence. I'll rather starve. Because what you got is not nourishing enough.
Keep it going.
YouTube is
It's not nourishing enough. It's not. Sorry, but it's not. And you know that. So, there's no nourishment.
I believe he's talking
There's
about
no nourishment.
corporate wrestling.
There's
in
no
this one, right?
nutrients.
Nutrients.
Maybe I'm fucking crazy, but I'm fucking crazy for a reason. Maybe I give a damn. Maybe I give a damn. God damn it, maybe I give a damn. Maybe I...
Yeah, it's a lot of this.
He gives a damn.
Maybe he gives a damn.
does.
Maybe he gives
But
a
he
damn.
keeps going on about how Dixie Carter is
That's
20.
the title of this episode. Wrestling Mayhem Show 233. Maybe we give a damn.
Maybe we give a damn. But he starts going on about
angry at one
about
point.
how
We give a
Dixie
damn.
about how Dixie Carter is like 25 and hot as shit, and he would do things to her. And
No, she's not 45.
20
I don't care how old she is. She's still hot as shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, of
Oh,
course,
boy.
LB. We all know you tap that.
You might be 45, not 25.
I'd hit it like a boxer.
What?
I'd nail it like a carpenter.
Oh, boy.
Fantastic. All right, move it.
Oh, Drew McIntyre's in this video.
Drew McIntyre.
All right, there's another group. There's another group coming on.
Oh, the right to
Danger,
censor?
high voltage.
We talked about these guys a little bit ago. It's Dangerous Women of Wrestling, okay?
Oh, God.
Now, yeah, it's pretty much WEW. If you've seen them, you recognize a lot of these booties. But they have a TV show coming up. That's too hot for TV, ironically. There you go. Dangerous Women Wrestling. So yeah, because we need another low budget wrestling promotion to go to happen.
But we need one with boobs, Sorg.
But we need another one with boobs.
Have you seen Ric Flair without a shirt?
What channel is this going to be on, Sorg?
Yeah, that's a good question. They haven't really announced that yet, but there's TV promos. So, just to give you an idea what's coming up there, and we'll be following that. But considering that anytime I tried to watch something that had this talent in it, it was a bunch of farm people with growths on their backs involved more than anything. It was disgusting.
Oh, they're from West Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that divisions are breaked up into women, midgets, and retards.
And
I think
cripples.
they have a
No,
division
it's
of,
cripples. It's not retards. It's cripples.
Cripples.
Because they had a cripple fight. They had a crip fight.
There was a cripple
on one of the DVDs I have. Yeah, it was.
Oh my god, I need to see this.
No, you don't. No, you don't. There were matches that happened in strip clubs.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
think so.
You think you're getting something. You think you're getting something you want to see with this. Like that. You think you're getting that right there,
Oh, wait,
okay?
Sorg, do they have a midget fight a cripple?
I don't think they had it. No, but no. The ones I have don't have the midgets. That's where this group is different. Because they have the midgets.
Well, I was curious if it was like UFC, if like if the breakdowns don't interact with each other. Because like if you can have a midget fighting a cripple, Christ, I don't care how bad it is, sign me up. Sign me the fuck up.
There you go.
You know what? Actually, TNA. This is Mad Mike talking. If you want me to buy one of your pay-per-views,
Whoa. I don't even know where that came from.
I need a beat for that. TNA, if you want me to buy one of your pay-per-views, put Velvet Sky and Daphne on it, and have midgets fighting cripples.
I am not getting in that match.
Oh, come on, you don't want to fight Hulk Hogan? Brought it back! Cripple card! Cripple card 2010!
Wait a minute. If it's me against Hogan, then I'm the midget and he's the cripple.
You know what? You know what? To be honest, it'll be just like Crash Hour, man. It'll be just like Crash Hour. Both of you be in your carts, and you'll be battling. We'll give you knives. We'll give you knives, and it'll be your card against his.
Wait, knives, chap. Why would you have a small easy there, Sorg?
Have a small what?
Said,
Killed
put on the hat.
For those that don't know, because this is an audio podcast to some people, and there's just a picture there, Hot Wheels is Hot Wheels because he has a cart. We've never explained this on the show, I realize, this whole time. Like, why the fuck is this guy called Hot Wheels? Does he have a nice car? No, he has a nice cart.
We just explained it once with Jimmy DeMarco.
We said Jimmy DeMarco pushed Hot Wheels and pushed him down the ramp.
Okay, that was like a year ago, but it wasn't down the ramp. No, it was just kind of shoved through the crowd towards the guy with the spotlight. So, and Necro Butch.
Yeah.
Okay. How is the cart looking going for you? Are you getting one with flames like I told you?
Well, I called today and I can't get the one I wanted, but I picked another one and I think I might do the flames. I like.
You might do the flames. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Are you gonna get some nitro boosters?
No, I can't do that one.
Can you put
the insurance won't pay for that one? Probably.
Can you put spikes on the wheels? That'd be pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, you should totally get snow chains too for when winter comes.
Dude, you need that in these parts.
Yeah,
have you ever gotten the cart stuck?
No, I have not.
Oh my god. Great idea from the chat room. Riz wants to know if you can get hydraulics put in.
Dude, I look like Stewie.
Viva la raza!
Latino wheels! What do you say?
Oh, man. All right. Now that we've had a fairly educational show, is there any other news we want to get to before we break out of here?
Something I want
SmackDown. SmackDown from last week.
Really? I got at the first, half an hour.
Since we were speaking of hydraulics, Alberto Del Rio made... It'll make sense. So basically...
Never explain your segues.
Let him have it. Let him have it. Let him go. WrestleFan.
He did a good promo with Rey Mysterio on the beginning of SmackDown. He had a match with Mysterio that night. So his entrance, what I saw, was a combination of Eddie Guerrero's, Christian's, because of the pyro.
Mm-hmm.
JBL too. And did JBL have his own ring announcer?
No.
No,
but he has a Spanish ring announcer.
That's like a BDK thing.
The BDK.
Yeah, that's like a BDK thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a combination of the BDK, Christian, and Eddie Guerrero. And he
and JBL.
and he actually beat Rey Mysterio with an armbar. No, wait, no, with a
with an armbar.
Cross arm breaker. Not an
Nice,
armbar.
nice. So they're pushing this guy. They're really
However,
going.
WrestleFan, that was not the reason I was telling people to watch SmackDown from last week.
Is it
really?
Dashing Cody Rhodes?
No,
Hornswoggle's back.
Though that was amazing.
No. God, you guys are missing the greatest part of SmackDown.
I didn't get that far.
Kane. Holy fuck, Kane.
Yeah?
Kane, basically, I call it Rhett Kane. Because he basically said his entire career in WWE has been building towards taking The Undertaker down. And he was lying in wait for so many years, waiting to the point where The Undertaker's pride got so big that Kane would be able to destroy him.
Wow.
Oh,
This is-
no, dude,
That's
dude,
deep.
I'm telling you,
He
you have
actually
to
thought
see
about this thing.
No, you have to see this promo. The
So-
promo they did, it was a live action thing, but they had creepy music.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Kane's promos are kind of
They
weird.
had the echoing voice over the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
He was just sitting in a chair talking about this entire plan, and they were showing flashbacks from when Kane debuted to Kane in the Inferno match to fighting at WrestleMania, which he said he wasn't ready to destroy The Undertaker then. The time wasn't right to do it. I swear to God.
Oh, man.
He even talked about the biker gimmick. He talked about teaming up with him, getting close to him so he could discover all of his weaknesses.
Wow.
Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic promo by Kane. I have to say, Kane's been in WWE for, God, about 13 years now.
He's one of the longest, yeah.
Best promo of his career.
Wow.
Seriously, best promo of the year so far, in my personal opinion. Such a fantastic promo job, because he wasn't like screaming or anything like that. He was just sitting very calmly in the center of the ring, explaining this entire thing laid out.
I think in Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, those two.
Well, I think first they're gonna fight at Night of Champions.
Yeah. Well, they don't have a belt.
And Kane's gonna get the win.
Oh, yeah,
and
he does have a
Taker's
belt.
gonna be him in the cell.
Yeah. That could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I like it. I'm actually.
Hell in the Cell is Taker's match.
I'll
so.
watch some SmackDown tonight after the show for sure.
Yeah, seriously. Everyone, if you don't watch SmackDown, if you just read the spoilers, or if you're just doing things on Friday night, find it on YouTube. WWE has all their stuff on YouTube now. Find that Kane promo and just watch it. You will thank me later.
It was pretty awesome.
Though it did kind of cause I turned on SmackDown sort of halfway through his promo, and it was just they were showing clips of it. I thought it was like one of those promotional promos for like a match that they were gonna have, and then I saw that, and it just goes to Kane in the ring. I'm like, that's kind of weird.
All right. Real quick, I want to hit some of these other ones. We have I don't want
NXT from last week, who they got rid of, would be good.
They got rid of, who did they get rid of? They got rid of Percy, and they got
Husky Harris.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna see more of Husky Harris in WWE.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see more of a lot of these guys in WWE. I mean, we've seen what they're doing with the Nexus. I hope they don't go towards that. Although it'd be interesting to see if they got some recruits out of that. To kind of keep that going, especially since they're kind of killed people off already a couple of times. But keep it going.
Yeah, poor Baxina.
But I'm glad that they're finally focusing on Wade Barrett, as the kind of... Okay.
What?
All right, sure. But
the calls coming from inside the house.
Let's see. WWE was in China. Fans pushed through barricades in frustration over the way tickets were distributed at the first WWE live event held in China.
You know what? They should be upset. I'd be upset if I was in China right now. They're dealing with a traffic jam that's lasted 9 days.
Yeah, I heard about that.
9 fucking days.
They're gonna hold together concerts and stuff like that to entertain these people.
These people are insane.
Damn, I can never complain about traffic again. That's bad.
Wow, that makes New York look pretty good. Well, and you're in a country of like 3 billion people. Let me see what's going on here. There's the Expo Cultural Center was the place it was held. There were totally 8,000 tickets, and it was impossible for all of them could be given out in the first 15 minutes. Fans together with me sitting in front. This guy's like Canadian and working in Hong Kong. But yeah, so WWE causing riots. There's some PR for you guys.
Well, that was the first time they were in China.
Ever.
Like in their history of ever.
And well, remember a few years ago we actually talked about here how they opened up shop over there in China.
Yeah, didn't Shane McMahon spearhead that thing?
I think the initial thing, I think he went over for some PR. But yeah, it's WWE is big on opening up into new markets. That's kind of why I think to a point that's kind of why maybe the products become a little more the same, because it's kind of being opened up to all of these emerging markets. I mean, look at TNA. TNA is probably still alive because they're around the world. Yeah. They might be making more money internationally than they are in the States. So who cares about pay-per-view buys at that point? So, yay, they're doing 10,000 buys. That sucks. But that's not where they're making their money. So, not to say that they're out of the red yet, but they could be doing fine. House show business is doing good from the sounds of it, except for the one that they apparently canceled this week due to only 100 tickets being sold. But, it could have been the market. You never know. Wrestling's a finicky thing right now. As far as attendance goes. So, anybody see the Hasselhoff roast with Hulk Hogan?
I did see the Hasselhoff host.
Oh, man.
Hulk. Yeah, I saw it, Sorg. Oh, my God.
I recommend it.
That's
Caught
a
it
new
the
side
other
of
night.
Hogan I never thought I'd see.
Caught that the other night. One, I never seen him. Somebody call. I'm not getting into that because that's the word that Wrestle fan can't hear.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, there was a comment there about his ex-wife knowing what it's like for a 19-year-old's balls on her chin. I mean, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Go check that out if you get the chance over there in Comedy
I think
Central.
I'll have to record this. I think it's on Uncensored this weekend.
Is this? I was kind of holding out for it, but it happened to be on, so I got stuck watching it. But
yeah, I think it's Uncensored Saturday night.
Some other he had, Hogan's on Twitter. For real this time.
The real
Hogan. And
yeah,
I think
fake Hogan is still milking it. He's milking it. They put out something today saying that Hogan was taken to the hospital with like cardiac arrest or all this shit.
Oh jeez.
Milking it. He wants attention.
Yeah, Hogan's learning how to use Twitter.
Okay, no, the best Hogan joke from the roast. Quote, I'm not gonna mess around with that Jeff Ross guy. His people are double tough. The last time I tangled with a Jew, my ex-wife got half my shit. Oh, Hulk Hogan.
There you go.
Oh, man.
Come on. It's a guy who's been in the wrestling business for like 30 years. That's not the worst thing he's ever said.
Oh, no, of course not. He once said he was responsible for taking down the World Trade Center.
Yeah, I saw that video too. No, the two towers. The Twin Towers.
It's absolutely. No, not the Twin Towers, the tag team.
Oh.
I'm talking about the World Trade Center.
Wait,
I'm physically talking about the building.
I know. Wow. We got to wrap up, guys. So let's learn. WrestleFan, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that WWE can definitely build new guys, and I think hopefully that's what they'll do with Alberto Del Rio. Him, cutting a great promo and then beating a former world champion in his first match is definitely great for him. Hopefully he'll do something great in the coming future.
Awesome. Hot Wheels, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Oh, let's see. What did I learn from wrestling this week? Don't put any more wrestlers on roast because you learn a lot that you didn't want to know about them if you were a kid growing up with them.
That's right. That's right. I told my dad to go watch that. LB, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that Serena is a cold-blooded murderer.
What?
Because Tiffany just beat somebody up.
Yeah.
And she just got suspended.
Mm-hmm.
So Serena just straight up got fired. So clearly, she stabbed somebody right in the neck. Probably.
She does look like a serial killer there, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She does. Sexy serial killer.
Real quick from the chat room, Riz learned that from Cage Fury, he learned that Jesus was bald, just like Jimmy DeMarco. Man, it's you need to get that DVD just for Jimmy DeMarco on the microphone. Did anybody see? Hold on, Mad Mike. What'd you learn from wrestling? And I want to see if I can find this real quick.
I learned two things, Sorg.
Mm-hmm.
One, I learned that if I ever get sick and I really need to feel better, I want Nurse Daphne to roll into my hospital room.
See.
Giggity.
Yes. And the second thing I learned is that apparently no one liked when I had the Mayhem draft time this week. So
there's
there's
a little bit of a dissension. People have things to do on Saturday night, including two people here.
I was fine with it, but I won't be able to make the new one either.
Yeah, I realize I'll miss the beginning of it, but that's fine by me.
Well, all right. Well, no, because I was going. All right. Well, hold on. Maybe we'll have to talk about this off air then, because I just changed it to September 5th at 7:45, and I was going to host a live Ustream for the Mayhem Fantasy people.
That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah,
down with that.
I'll be in church. I'll just make a auto select.
Well, I can change the time if you guys are in church and being holy and stuff.
You know what?
No, I'll be in church till it'll be 10, 11 o'clock by the time I get home.
Holy crap, dude! I wasn't going to be there that long.
You really love Jesus.
We always go out. We always go out for drinks after.
They do.
Well,
they do.
I mean, unless you guys want to do it
yet.
like next week after the Mayhem show.
No.
Oh, right. I forgot. We can't.
That's a bad idea. That's a horrible idea.
What about during the day Sunday?
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah, that works fine.
Why not? We're doing the planning now.
All right.
Why not?
You're planning.
Yeah, Sorg. What did you do?
Well, I learned that if you go to Burger King, you get one of these guys. It's like a little Russell buddy.
Triple H.
By the way, I saw that picture, and I'm like looking at it going, that is one frightening looking toy.
So I went in the Burger King and I was like, oh, hey, cool, they got WWE figures, I was having a bad day. My dog ate all of my turkey for the week for my sandwiches, and after work I found out my alternator belt went again. That got fixed this weekend. Hi dog. But I was happy to go into Burger King and say,
dog?
Can I have a kid's meal? And the lady across the counter saying, seriously? So,
give me the apple dippers or I'll smack you across the head.
I mean, she may have looked at you kind of weird, Sorg, but maybe you had a kid in the car or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe you had a sick little kid at home.
Yeah,
but they don't know.
I didn't help.
Sorg, I should sue for emotional damage.
I didn't help the matter because she asked, "Which one do you want?" I'm like, "The boy's toy, of course." And she's like, "No, what do you want in the meal?" I'm like, yeah, it's cheeseburger or something. That's cool.
There's options nowadays.
There's healthy options. Fuck that noise.
All right, here's the video that we mentioned. Some great highlights from this past weekend.
Oh, Chucky Roberts.
The new, I don't know what was with the new IWC owner though, Chuck Roberts.
That was funny.
Hold on, here he goes. He's getting jacked in the face. It's just Chuck Roberts getting jacked in the face over and over again. But there you go. Ladies and gentlemen.
That looks wrong when you...
In the trunk?
Wait, Hot Wheels, what did you learn this week?
He already did one.
He did one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, see how much you pay attention, Mike.
There you go.
I'm sorry, I was trying to adjust the Mayhem Fantasy draft time.
I'm sorry, that was a Eric L. Schwab, formerly Eric Ecstasy quote, the Jesus was bald. My bad. That was also entertaining. All right, how do we end the show? Hey guys, check out podcamppittsburgh.com. We have a bunch of sessions going on over there, September 18th and 19th. So we'll be around. There's lots of mayhem. I'm in a lot of sessions. We'll be doing a live cast of the awesome cast, so you can attend in person. Wrestling Mayhem Show and SIDT will be doing a We're Still Effing Here. It'll be named something like that. That's how I'm naming it here. We're still fucking here because we've both been around for almost 5 years. So got to check that out.
Hey, Sorg,
yes.
Also, I don't know if we remember to even say we went over all those matches. Did we even say the time it starts Saturday? It starts at 7 p.m. and so figured might as well say that so nobody goes.
Okay.
Well, what time is it?
RWALive.com for all the final information there.
Check out the website.
Check out the website.
Yes.
Yeah. You can chime in with us at go over to WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Our Twitter is at Mayhem Show, of course. You can check out our email at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Drop us a line. Phone number us. What? 412-206-WMS0.
Phone number us.
And of course, you can check out all the stories we talked about, didn't talk about at delicious.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Check out our t-shirts on Spreadshirt. Comment us on iTunes, Blip TV, and YouTube, wherever you find us. Oh, and of course, we're also on your Boxy and your Roku box if you're using those services as well to watch us on the
Which you
TV.
fucking should be.
On the TV. You guys like this? You like this setup? I mean,
yeah,
I love it.
I like the setup that's in the background, right to the right of us.
The monkey.
We're going to decorate. We're going to decorate a little
There's
bit
a
around
monkey
here.
in Velvet Sky. Yes.
We're going to decorate a little bit back here.
So
I don't think we're going to put nudie. What? Okay. But I hope you guys dig it. If you got anything, hit us up on all those lines. Let us know what you think of the new digs, and we'll be improving it. I got to work on this mess over there. You don't
over yonder.
There's a lot of crap over there. Some literally.
Oh, Bijou. Everyone says Bijou. I say Jimmy D.
All right, guys. This is Sorg.
And neither of us are wrong.
This is Sorg.
DJLunchbox.
Hot Wheels.
Wrestle fan.
Dashing. Mad Mike.
And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for listening to the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Please subscribe to our iTunes streams and blog at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
Email us at goodtimes@WrestlingMayhemShow.com or call us with any comments at 412-206-WMS0. We love to hear from our fans, and who knows, maybe you'll make it onto the show.
The Wrestling Mayhem Show was recorded live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in front of a live internet audience, and is a production of Sorgatron Media.
You can be part of the show as we record live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on TalkShoe.com and Eastern.tv.